It's almost 2 years now since the UK had its referendum on Brexit, and perhaps it's going to be in 2018 when the negotiations are going to be forced to define what Brexit actually means. Now, people try to define the outcome in terms of different models of trading relationship, and the European Union has many varieties of external trade agreements. Part of the issue here is that the European Union sees the Brexit negotiations in the context of its existing agreements with other countries. And it's crucial to note that if special concessions are made to the UK, then the external agreements the European Union has with other countries may also have to be adjusted to give them the same special concessions. Now, people talk about different models. Let me just talk about Norway, Switzerland, and Canada. In effect, the Norwegian and the Swiss models are broadly similar. Critics call them pay, obey, with no say. In other words, both governments make significant contributions to the European Union budget. They must accept the adjudication of the European Court of Justice, in effect. They must accept the rules that the European Union establishes for its markets, but neither government really has an effective say in the setting of those rules. So that would be a kind of soft Brexit, and it's unlikely that the current British government would accept that kind of model. That leaves us mostly with Canada. Now, the Canadian agreement the European Union has ticks many of the boxes that Brexiteers are seeking. Canada doesn't pay anything into the EU budget. There is no free movement of people between Canada and the European Union. It does provide for tariff-free trade, and most agricultural products can go freely as well. But the Canadian model does not cover services, and the services sector is crucial to the UK economy. It represents something like 80% of our GDP. And as we stand, the UK has a significant surplus in services trade with the rest of the European Union, but we had a very significant trade deficit in actual manufactured traded goods. So we need something like Canada plus 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 in order to avoid negative impacts on our trade and services with the rest of the European Union. These are going to be very difficult choices, politically highly contentious. Parliament, public, finally will be forced to define what we actually mean by Brexit. There are going to be some difficult trade-offs to be made. Watch this space.